So got a lot to talk about today. One of the biggest things is probably the semiconductor stocks have been by a mile the strongest. I actually want to we're actually going to hop in and take a look at that group. You know what? Actually, let me put it over here. Probably a little bit easier to watch. And we want to hop on over into what we might call the hot sector group. And if we work our way over to this and pull it over here over the last 5 days, you can actually see over here some of the percentage gains. NVIDIA and AMD have obviously been two of the strongest that we've been trading for a while. But there's actually news out today that we want to talk about. And if we work our way down into the newsletter, you can actually see this news on Micron over here. And Micron actually had a monster breakout recently. And let's just hop on over to the charts. Got to keep up with me today. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about today. So Micron, which has been a pretty strong stock recently, actually broke out of the 64 level that you can see that we've been watching for a while. Actually paused over here, giving us the perfect entry right at 64 and rallied into a pretty clean new setup coming into Monday. However, this news is actually a gigantic news. And ironically, one of the reasons that the stock rallied was that they were talking about 2 weeks ago, maybe about a week ago, on the fact that they were actually going to be manufacturing more overseas. So this news kind of like 180 degrees in the opposite direction. So that means that the hottest sector that we've been watching, and if we work our way over here into technology, you can see not only over the last 5 days, let me actually zoom that in a little bit for you so you can see that a little bit better. Not only over the last 5 days, but over the last 21 days, easily outpacing any other group where we've constantly been rotating into those ideas. One thing I do want to hit you with over here, this is the last 4 weeks of sector rotation in the market. And if you're not familiar with the way that we do things and the New York method, and specifically how I ran my prop trading firm in New York City, we stay away from predicting. I don't want anything to do with predicting. Everything that we do is simply, where is the smart money allocating their money right now? How long has the smart money been allocating that right now? And then we look for the optimal entry and that kind of stuff. And then we shift over into profit maximizer mode when we have good trades. The last 4 weeks in the market has been super stock specific and even drilling it down even a little bit more industry specific. Now, here's the thing, and this is a big thing that we talk about on our coaching sessions. Did you catch it? That's the big question right now. We're actually going to go over Datadog, one of the bigger stocks that we've been trading recently. And I think we've been mentioning it pretty much every day for the last 3 weeks. It had 12 consecutive daily green candlesticks, and it had roughly a 47% rally in 12 days. That's pretty astounding. Now, the question, first, it's awesome, right? But did you catch it? Did you catch any of it? Did you even catch half of it? The question you have to ask yourself is why not if you didn't? And that really comes down to two things. Number one is having a structure for price action. Price action, volume, tape reading, order flow, it all comes down to the same thing. Are you aware of which stocks have persistent with volume buying pressure or selling pressure that you can take advantage of? Again, track, stack, and piggyback on those smart money footprints. That's the easiest way to do it. If you missed it, that simply means either one, you don't have an edge for identifying those stocks. And number two, which is probably even more important, I have to be honest with you, is even if you have an edge, is your software, your trading platform set up properly to tell you, yes, those ideas are here right now. Let's take advantage of them. Because having a knowledge of what you're looking for, and then having your software say, bam, all of these stocks meet that criteria, then trading is actually pretty easy. Because then the last part of what you need to go over is simply, are those ideas at or near an optimal entry? And an optimal entry is, I use optimal entry because we get a lot of questions about this. Why optimal entry? There's a very common phrase in the stock market, which is called overbought and oversold. And I understand overbought and oversold, and I'm sure you do as well. But that doesn't help us time new entries. Overbought and oversold simply tells us it's way too far, right? But we twisted that and we reverse engineered. What does that mean for a trade? How do we know if we are buying at the moment that has the greatest reward potential? So there's great ideas. Is that idea still valid? And then are we at or near an optimal entry? So instead of saying overbought or oversold, we say optimal entry, which now flips it on our side. If we buy this stock right now, how much room is likely to be my profitable trade. In other words, if it normally moves a certain amount, if I hit that button right now, how much of that normal move is still available? And this applies to both day trading and swing trading. There's two different ways of doing it, but you need to know optimal entry, which is take me over into the one stock that has been just absolutely amazing over the last 2 weeks, but I'm not looking to buy it today. And I'm going to show you why. And we're actually going to map out two different spots for that. Oh, by the way, this is a really big day for us in our company today. We've been running our stock trading boot camp for the last 3 years. We've had thousands of people go through our training over the last 3 years. Today, May 22nd, 2023 is our final ever stock trading, 14-day stock trading boot camp. If you want my complete strategy, lifetime access to the course, and you want to trade with me for the next 2 weeks, have coaching sessions with me, everything, click the link below the video because this goes away today. Today is the last time you can ever get into a 14-day boot camp with me. It's only $295, and you get everything plus lifetime access to that course. So if you want the details on what I actually do, make sure you click below there. I'll actually show you quickly what it looks like. So when you click on over to that page, this is actually what you're going to see. So you can actually see there's not that much time. Watch this video because this video actually tells you in a lot more detail of everything that's going on down here. And this is actually really like the secret sauce behind what we do. I owned a trading firm in New York City. We had 25 former New York Stock Exchange specialists in my floor after they went to electronic trading on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Scroll down, click this link, and hop on over there. You'll be glad you did.